Okay, February 18th of 2025. You can see the time. Currently it's 40, oh Lord, degrees Fahrenheit, right? So I guess we can refresh the page and see if it's the same. Yeah. Okay. 7:10 a.m. in the morning. And now it is raining a little bit because I can hear it through my stove vent. So that's the temperature that it should approximately go up to. Right? Tomorrow it's a lot of rain. So I suppose you could wipe off that. Right? And then cloudy with the weather a little warmer. And then it starts raining again a lot on Saturday and a lot on Sunday and still raining on Monday. Based on what they're saying here. So it's a hit and miss. Right? Oh my God. Hold on. Okay. And then that dude with the black turban, he says, do this and this, and that was on February 12th. He said 2 more weeks. Okay. So by the 26th, I suppose he's going to come back, and who knows what's going to happen with that. So I'm just cooking up some sweet potato and that kind of stuff for Amari. You know, people, I can't even make an eye appointment right now or anything. I can't stray too far from home. Amari has one appointment coming up in the near future, and I gotta go for that. But besides that, like, you know, with whatever is going on with my eyes, I almost feel like I need to go to an emergency with them. It's not gonna do anything, no. Because I already went one time when I couldn't get a referral. They'll just refer me to an eye specialist ASAP. That's the only thing that will happen. And I already have an eye specialist, and he's not doing very good with my eyes, people. He's not doing what he said he was going to do to my eyes, let's just put it that way. But I'm shaking, and you know, and they're sore, right? Especially this one's been sore a lot lately, eh? And like inside the eye. And it's been like that off and on ever since I started those things. I don't feel very well, people. I really don't. After I did a video yesterday, I went to sleep. I don't know what time I ate. Andre fed me, and sure enough, I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 1:30, and he was running around doing dishes or something. I don't know. And Amari was bouncing around and everything. So finally, I got Andre to lay down, go to sleep. But Amari wouldn't, and he bouncing around 4:30 in the morning. And then I caught a couple of more hours of somewhat sleep, but, you know, with this pressure and everything, it's not working. And then I got up at, I don't know, 6:30, something like that. I'm shaking, and like I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to manage this outside. I really don't. Like, this is cruel and unusual what these people are doing. Forget the people. You're not dealing with people, you're dealing with individuals. And that could mean anything. You know what I mean? Seriously, that could mean anything. And then, you know, I went back into the videos there, and I'm coming across things that I forgot. And oh my God. My landlords use the city to make me work harder, build faster, do more, don't stop. don't rest because of fear. A lot of it's based on fear with those threats. You're out there doing the work and you still get more threats because you're not, like I said, working fast enough, hard enough. I don't know, people. So anyway, I don't know what's going to happen to me over the next couple of days. If it's piss pouring rain outside tomorrow, I am not going to be able to go outside tomorrow. I can't. I'm already not well. I haven't been well. I've been listening to my videos. I actually haven't been well for a very long time because of being overworked in this yard, basically. Yeah. With the grit and everything going up my nose and the sand, and you have to remember, in landfill and all that crap, arsenic is in that shit too, you know. And all kinds of, I don't know, heavy metals, right? You know what I'm saying? And rocks and everything, and like, just, I don't know, people. I lost so much shit and never had a chance to ever really get a chance to use it because I was too busy building something or making walkways or that kind of crap. So anyway, I'm looking at the time. It's about 9:15. I just have to put on some clothes and just go. But it's so hard because, you know, I have to go slow. I can't buzz around. You know, I have to be careful, and I'm shaky, and, you know, I want to cry. I really do, because I don't know what this is. This is like, it's like in terms of the bigger picture, right? Like, if I could move, I'd move, but I can't move, and I'm just a sitting duck for them to find another excuse to evict me. And then when I can't move because I won't have no place to go, no energy to pack up, and, or whatever, or maybe I'll get real sick and end up in emergency yet if I don't die, and then what? Like, it's a game with them. It really is. Right? They have me out there for months and months and months and months. Not once, not twice, but more than that, right? And this dude here, he wants everything done in a fucking week, 2 weeks, with half of that week with still snow on the ground after there's been snow on the ground for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I should say. You know what I mean? Acting like all he's allowed to give us is 2 weeks, which is a bunch of fucking crock, because my videos prove that they've had me out there for months and months and months. Right? We haven't even gotten into the video where Sook had me out there for 10 months, people. Like, come on. Right? And clearly in 2017, I mean, my landlord's, hurry up and get it done. Next thing you know, the city shows up. So I'll, you know, if I'm not going to listen to her, and it's not that I wasn't listening to her, they just put the whip on my back so I would work 10 times harder and put fear in me. Yeah, so I'd work 10 times harder. Wherever it was in this yard, it doesn't matter. Right? And because I was the only one, right? You find material, it's free, you bring it home, but you might not use it right away. My son, he's got all this buckets of rocks and everything that have been already washed, right? Because I was going to use it for, like, around the pond and stuff, as I was, for whatever, right? I couldn't deal with muddy, filthy, sandy, algae rocks, so I washed them all, and they've been sitting in buckets, and they're basically clean, but I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. He's just going to bury them. And just, whatever. Just, like, they've completely ruined everything for flat land so that they can have their Google pictures as they brag about how great Surrey is, as they use and abuse the local residents and kill us off one by one through various soft kill methods. Some die from fentanyl, whether by quote-unquote accident or whether by being murdered. Yeah. Right? Others, I don't know. We just dropped dead, like Pastor Granny. Yeah, pretty much. She had the same thing that supposedly my landlady had. But Pastor Granny wasn't so lucky. No. She didn't survive it. Anyway, I don't want to cry. Right? I don't want to have excuses for not being superhuman, strong and viable. Right? Easy to put to work. No excuses, right? No excuses. Okay, so before I go outside, I'm trying to make Murray some food for the next couple of days. Right, fresh, you know. And what do you call it? Tisha's not coming today. So that means I'm outside by myself. And I want to go into that bin and I want to grab some wood, people, because I can't afford to be buying wood in the summertime or the springtime or whatever time. There was things I need to do, right? And I need it, some of that stuff. But, you know, there's other things that need to be done too. So I figure tomorrow, when it rains, because it's supposed to be a fairly heavy rain tomorrow. Right? I'm walking slow. I'm shaky. I'm shaky, people. I'm dizzy and I'm shaky. Not feeling well at all. I don't know. I can probably work outside under the spruce tree, where I have chicken wire that's old, but it's just all gumped up and everything, because, you know, it's good enough for running those boards on the fence. Up by the blackberry bush, up and around that area. I figure if maybe I'm waiting for this to cool down. I figure if I wait, I figure I don't know what I figure. I figure if I go under the tree, I won't get wet. Soaking wet, that is. These are green peppers with butter. I'll grind these up first. So I'm doing green peppers with butter, slightly sauteed. And I cooked up some potatoes because we have to increase that calorie count. We're still not meeting that calorie count. Andre's been doing a really good job, but it's hard. Yeah. So I'll come back. I gotta wash my hands before I stick my fingers in it. So yeah, I'm thinking that the reason they don't want me, quote unquote, to be responsible for the yard anymore is because they don't want to be held liable for instigating my blindness. But the thing is, I have to go outside, people, because my son's not going to be able to meet the deadline by himself. They're expecting too much. if you notice in my videos, they were giving me months before, when I was right in the height of building things and laying the walkway, and I was allowed to basically keep my stuff then, as long as I was building something, right? And now that everything's pretty much built, for the most part, right? They're taking everything away, even though there's still things, a few things that need to be done, and those things that are being taken away is what's left to finish the job, right? Whether it was Andre, me, my son and Andre, whatever. So, like the rocks and stuff. I'm just using that as an example. They're killing trees that are in planter pots that are still growing. They're just dormant, right? And if they die, I end up emptying out the planter pot, people. I do, and I just remove it as these things die, right? If they die, if they're still viable, whatever, I leave them, right? And I don't know. So I have to go outside. It's a little late being injured. I've already been injured. I just didn't see it happen the way it happened. Just like I didn't see my eyes go like they did until I went outside when Tisha took me to the bank, and it was game over. And it's been getting worse ever since. And when I'm under a high stress, lifting heavy things, doing hard work, which I've been doing inside because, you know, I moved the fabric from my room that I never got to sew because I was always in the yard for the most part. Right? Okay, so anyway, I figure if I'm out by 12, Amari is important. Right? I already got tomorrow covered. If it's raining, I'll work under the tree. God provides a way, right? God provides a way. They want everything cleared out pretty much, or at least organized. I don't know. There's wood there stacked up because I need those 1x1s and those kind of things. So I have to find a different spot for them because they don't like it the way it is. I was going to move it anyway. I just, like I said, I ran out of stamina. Right? I just ran out of stamina, people. Because I've been sick for the last several years. You watch my videos. You can hear it in my voice. You can see it in my face. Right? You can hear me talk about it sometimes. Right? But I couldn't stop working because if I did, I was going to get an eviction notice for not doing, I quote unquote, routine maintenance. Because that's what she would have used, not doing routine maintenance. She can't say because I was a hoarder and I was just like a junkie, right? You know, or a crackhead or something, you know, a shack or something like that, just whatever. No, because you always see me in the yard building something, cutting wood, whatever, right? And laying cement walkways and all of that. So they can't say that I wasn't doing anything. I just wasn't doing it fast enough to their satisfaction. Because they were trying to put out an image for the city and themselves to overinflate the property value and to exploit the immigrants coming into the country that are fully, what is that called? subsidized by the government with those 5 kids I was telling you about with the federal child tax benefit, right? To get those higher rents. That's all it's about. And the City of Surrey took away annual spring cleanup so that they would have a means to do what they're doing to people like me. Right? So that they can manipulate the rental market by evicting who they want based on what's in the yard or what's not being done in the yard. I guess you could say either or, it doesn't matter. Right? To move in what they want to move in at a higher cost. Right? Can't say that's not true because it is. So you got to be careful. Look at that. There's a potato chunk. Shit. Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, it was soft. Okay. And because I can still somewhat do this, even though it's extremely hard and I can barely see it, you don't even know. It takes a lot of concentration to do this. And it gives you a headache. And if not a headache, it makes you dizzy. Right? And shaky. Because you're struggling so hard to see, right? And stay focused, but okay, whatever. No excuses. So tomorrow I'm under the tree. Because God will provide a way. For me. Yeah, I think so. I can work in that corner until it's completely pretty much done. I don't know about the blackberry bushes and all that crap. What I can do is take some of those bins that are there for this reason, even though the city guy might not see it that way, or maybe my landlords don't see it that way, where when I cut back the blackberry bush, especially when they're green, I put those stems, right, all of them, into the bins. They're just like Rubbermaid bins, that kind of thing, right? And I let them sit and die, completely deteriorate. And then once they're completely deteriorated, and I know that they can't reroot themselves, that's when I throw them into the compost. Yeah. But he doesn't want those there anymore. So I don't know. And that fence that's there, well, it's hard to say. Like, some of these fences can still be fixed a little bit. I mean, some of them are going to require new posting, and my son, he doesn't want to do it. Whatever, I can't do it. Even if he posted even if he cemented a new post in there, right? I'd still have to do the boards and the chicken wire and the 2x4s and all that crap. But for but for other parts of the fence that are, like, I'll show you one part. I don't know. I have to move the post to see what's going on, right? But I know there's a couple of fences that can be still repaired a little bit anyway, right? Even if it's just a little bit. Enough to hold it for another couple of more years. All right? Or maybe longer, it depends. Because if you use the chicken wire and the 2x4s the way I'm talking about it, it holds up really good. White on white. Can't see it. See? Oh my god. And I can't afford to go get glasses. Nope. Is this even open? No, not even open. I wonder why it's not pulling. I can't go get glasses because I can't afford it. Because I'm paying for this shit. Something's in there. Oh, no, it's gummy. That's why. So, put more cream in there. Whoa, that might be too much now. So, let's start in the back here when I get this all done. It's already 10:30. So if I get out by noon, it should be okay. And then I'll just, if I go slow, people, that's what happens. I go slow. There's nothing I can do. I can't, right? Because I am going to go slow, because look how slow I'm moving right now. And I'm shaking. Yeah. It's an internal shaking. So, because I'm frightened. That's why. Okay. You're gonna like this, Amari. And then you get salmon with some mayonnaise. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm gonna grind up some salmon with mayonnaise. Yes, I am. Some of this stuff, Andre, I want you to once in a while to give it to him warm. Like the potatoes and stuff should be warm. A tablespoon of butter in the pan. See, this is where it gets hard for me to come in. Right? Andre's good, but he's not that good yet. Right? I have his little pan here. Right? As a matter of fact, before I put this stuff away, I'll tell Andre what to do. And he can do it, and I'll watch him. Because when I'm filthy, I can't come inside and do it, people. And then go back outside. So Andre will have to know how to do it. He has to know how to do it. In terms of, giving it to him warm. This is potatoes. You want it warm. Right? And I'm going to eat that little bit before I go outside. That's my breakfast. Yeah. Something fell. I don't know what it was. So, if somebody's telling you that they're going to evict you, wouldn't you work harder to try and stop that from happening? If you were in my situation, out in that yard all these years, yeah, you would. Okay, so we got that. And then have a sweet potato here, so I think I'm going to do that. Just to be done with it. Right? Doesn't matter. Because I kind of want to put them in the same one container. So it's easy for Andre to make his food. Oh God, that ain't doing nothing. You hear everything dropping, right? Oh, what the hell? Oh, man. These are not quite cooked enough. But you can eat raw sweet potatoes and stuff. They're actually good for you. They're half cooked. That's why I'm having a problem. So I'm breaking it up. It's good that I did this. Oh my God. Yes, we gotta be careful. You don't slice your finger. So yeah, they don't want me working in the yard anymore because they don't want to be held liable if I injure myself. I think so. That's why they're putting all the onus on my son. The only thing is, like I said, my son can't do it all. No. At least at this point. Right? And even then, who knows? And he wouldn't do the things that I do. So, and I do figure I still have at least one more year of something like this summer coming up. That was going to be my grand finale. Right? Assuming that I can see anything by summertime. That was going to be my grand finale. Yeah. So, we'll see. Oh my God, I hate that when that does that. I have to give it some water. Now, actually, I have prune juice. That's an idea. Hold on a minute. Okay, so when I do my little survey, I gotta bring up the question of something to do with spring cleanup. In terms of, right, have other tenants been, I want to say terrorized, threatened, right, gang stalked, right? Maybe that's where I should, I don't know what I'd put annual spring cleanup under in terms of what category that would fall under, but you know, that's their weapon, right? That's been their major weapon all these years, people, and they got a lot of free labor out of me because of it. Oh yeah. And yeah, it affected my health. There's no question about that. So, and it's still affecting my health. And you know, it's putting my whole life in jeopardy. Yeah, you know, it's too easy for these guys, you know, and I found the criminal, I think it's a 2009. I have one from 2018, Criminal Code of Canada. If you do anything in court, they like you to use a criminal code that's up to date, right? But I mean, like, doesn't matter. You can always cross-reference it online before you actually rely on it in terms of, you know, when you're dealing with a criminal organization through conspiracy under 3 individuals, and then it just branches off into so many sections within the Criminal Code of Canada. Not that they care, because they don't, right? That's the thing. They are above the law, right? Along with a whole lot of other people in our countries when it comes to Canada and the United States of America. right? But, so almost done here, so I'm going to show you. Oh boy. Not for you, Mickey. Nope. This is enough for a couple of days. And Andre also makes him, fries him egg and does the egg and shreddies and nuts. He doesn't do this stuff. Not yet, but he's going to have to, because there's just going to come a day when I can't do it because I just won't see it. It's really hard. Right. But, okay, so now, so we've got sockeye salmon, the good stuff, with some just generic mayonnaise that I got kicking around in the fridge. All nice. This a full can. So that will be enough for 3 meals anyway. He likes it, so it'll be no problem for him to eat it, right? In order to get more calories in him, you have to pump him up with more food. But the problem with that, though, is it can cause puking because it's just too much in the gut. So, and then we've got like a sweet potato of sorts. All right, it's more of a yam orangey color. Plus, I poured the rest of that. What is that called? The juice from these, but I still have to grind these up, right? I had a little left over from the last time I did it. So that's why it looks that color. And then we've got a fair amount of potato, which might be a bit too much, but it's and a little bit of green bell pepper with butter, right? So Andre, this is the way you're going to give him the potatoes. Okay, it's important that you do it this way, so I'm going to show you now. Come here now. You can't give it to him cold. It's too gummy. He'll choke on it. So, and he needs the extra calories, so you're going to have to, yeah. So come here, I'll show you.
You're going outside today?
Yeah, I am. After I'm done this, I'm making a coffee and I'm throwing on my clothes, and I'm not going to look back. I'm just going to ignore how I feel and just everything. Right? What can I do? I feel like this every day. It's just the harder I work, the worse it gets. Right? Or whatever. And I've been keeping it pretty... Okay, so what we've got here is green pepper with butter, already pre-done, right? You don't have to... you can warm it up with his potatoes because it helps to melt the butter. All right? Now, the potatoes are going to have to be warm because it's just... So, there's already butter in there, but we're trying to fatten them up. So, I'm recording, okay? Okay, so we're going to... I guess that's a lot, but... Alright, so we're going to give them that, and we're going to melt it. And we don't need to cook the potatoes or nothing. We just have to warm them up with the butter. And you can even add in, after, a little cream. I dropped the lid for this. Maybe you can help me find it. It fell down, I think. Please. Alright.
I see it.
You see it? Now, how do you want to give this to him? Do you want to give it to him from the pan? Like from this, after the fact? Because it helps to keep the food warm. Alright. So then what we do is we just melt the butter. Okay? This is when I'm outside, okay? I can't come in filthy.
I'll draw the silverware.
I put them away.
Oh.
Okay? So, you know how to test to make sure it's not hot before it goes in his mouth. Okay, you're just making it just enough to warm him up because it's good for his digestion. Make sure he has something to drink in between feeding him, especially with potato, because you know potato can get gummy, right? Sticks in the throat, right? So just melt the butter. This is what I would do. I'd just melt the butter and then take, we have to up his ante. Okay, remember I told you that, right? We need to give him a little more than what we've been giving him.
Okay.
Or at least feed him more than, I don't know. Okay, so there. That's enough of that. You don't want to overdo it. Okay? And then just, right? Just move it around. Get it all nicely enriched with that butter. Now, it looks like it's a good consistency. So I don't think he needs cream because I've already put cream in it, okay? If for some reason you're finding, yeah, you see that, just that in itself. Now, this pan is unique this way. Now, did you see how long the pan was on the burner? Not very long, right?
Like 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but the pan is hot because it's a cast iron, okay? Now, you don't need to worry about warming up this.
What's that?
That's yam with the prune juice. Just put it on the side and try and make it, when we do it this way, you know, let him have just potato by itself. Let him have, you know, this by itself. Don't mix it all together because, you know, right? You see what's going on there?
Yep.
So he can have extra there. Okay? And what about clean spoons between each one, right? Don't cross-contaminate spoons. Right? That was dirty, right? Oh my God. This is it. All right. So, where's the lid for this one? I had it. Nope, it's red. It's a red one. Where'd it go? It should be here. Okay, so anyway, this is salmon with, what is it called? Mayonnaise. So you can put that there. Clean spoon. You don't have to worry about heating that up. He likes salmon. There. Oh God. Oh man. My nose is starting to run. Okay. Now this is cool. Nothing warm about it. So we'll just give it a second more. Do you want to get his bottle?
Oh, no, you want me to give him
Milk. And look for, oh my God. I'm heating up. Maybe turn down the heat a bit. Oh my God. Anytime you blow your nose and shit, go wash your hands after the fact. Before you start touching food and shit. Maybe I took it to the sink. Oh God. I'm breaking out in a fever here. All of a sudden. Breaking out in the freaking fever. Oh, getting hot flashes. I'm too old for hot flashes. Okay, so I got a lid here. I'll wipe down the... Try not to get the food all over these containers. I'll wipe them down. And now he's got green pepper, but you don't have to give him green pepper right now. Is the little round thing pot holder there? Oh boy, I got gas now. Okay, turn off that camera. I'm dying here. So there's his food. Alright. We're just letting it cool down a little bit. That's good. Okay, so it's almost at the right temperature. So get, yeah. Yeah, it's perfect now. Right, because, you know, I'm trying to give him that warm food when we can, right? So I just put the lid on it, but as soon as you give him his medicine, then yeah, give him that food because it's just right. Right? So now I guess I'm gonna get ready to go outside and just work outside for a while, right? I don't want to go. I can't see very well. I don't like it. It's terrible. It's miserable outside. You know, everything's going to be gray, wet, right? It's going to be wet and slimy, and you know what I'm saying? And you can see I turned on the burner and what happened, right? So what do you think's going to happen when I go outside working in this crowd out there right now with everything being soaking wet? What do you think's going to happen to me? My nose will be running 10 times worse. Oh yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
That's years of pouring morning glory and digging in the dirt like a... Anyway. Yeah, maybe. Okay, people, so you're going to have to come get this camera, too, at some point and plug it in for me, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go look at the wood first. I need to steal some wood, maybe. I only have so much time, though, out here, right?
You forgot to go.
Okay. Yeah, you go open it up for me. All right? Let me get these gloves on right now. Oh, I'm choking myself with a scarf. If I get hot, I'll take off my shit. Oh my God, he added more in there. Holy crumb, where did he get all that shit from? Oh my God, what did he throw in there? Oh God, I can't get upset here, people. Like, I can't fucking get upset. I can't. I already see something that when I'm out here weeding, if I'm weeding, I use all the time.
Be careful, there is nails.
And whatever, I'm not... Look, if I was willing to spend $600 on men to come and help, right? Is this recording? Huh? Tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. At some point, you know, this... I don't know, this CD card doesn't last very long. I don't got very much time out here anyway to talk. Okay, we're just gonna... I know what I'm gonna do today. Tomorrow, if it's piss and rain, I'm going under the tree. I'm gonna work under the tree tomorrow, and the tree will protect me from the rain. Right? So I got tomorrow already all mapped out. If it's pouring rain, that's okay. I can deal with it. And, okay, close the door. Oh my God. I tell you, I liked eyesight better. This no eyesight shit is terrible. Okay, close the door. Okay, of course, Mickey the gardener cat. Why are we not surprised? There's Mickey the gardener cat. Hey, Mickey. Mickey says, I've been waiting for you to come outside, Mommy. It's like the good old days. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we can do this, people. No feeling sorry for ourselves. Okay, that's the big one. Even though you're blind as a bat. Okay. Okay. Now, as blind as I am, I can see... Oh, look at this. Somebody's gonna cash in on some of this crap. It looks like I got robbed of wood or something. I don't know, but do you see this? If I'm weeding, if I'm weeding, I like that. Oh my God. Okay. What else did he throw in here? I don't know. Looks like junk for sure. But if you had annual spring cleanup, people, none of this would be a problem. You see, this shit would have been, some of this shit would have been gone a long time ago through annual spring cleanup. But this is where the City of Surrey uses, you know, look at this. Look at this. This is a 4x4. Oh my fucking God, man. Anyway, okay, stop swearing. Right, it's not worth it. I need this. I gotta go hide it. Okay, just, I have to move slow, people. That's just the way it goes. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah. They want us to throw out the wheelbarrow. Yeah, okay. Just throw it out. $150, $200. Who cares? Right? It's no big deal. So when I'm weeding on my hands and knees with a knife, this is the kind of stuff I like to use because it's easy for me to carry. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about this shit right now because, you know, they want everything gone, right? This, I told my son, we're not sure yet what we're doing here. I still kind of want to let Andre put the pond in. I really do, people. So I told my son just to put him in there, right? And these rocks, like this is for the pond. If you notice the type of rock it is, right? Those are like pond rocks, right? Stuff like this you can use for ornaments. These lava rocks, you need them for the filter. There's the filter. Where's the filter? See, there's the filter right here. So I can take those lava rocks and I'll put them in there, and then I'll tuck that underneath there. Okay? But not today. That's not what we're doing today. Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to lose my garbage bags. Holy shit. And of course, this is going to be a problem because he wants it all gone. But when you're, again, this is very fine. If you're doing a pond, this is what you need, right? At the bottom or around it, just for whatever reason. I guess my son brought a piece of glass here. He wants that out here. Okay, so let's talk about this fence. Now, whatever is going on, okay, my son said these posts are no good. That's bullshit. This fucking post not moving, okay? It's not moving! Oh my God, what about this one? No, not so bad. It always was a little, okay, I did this, right, okay? You know what I'm saying? It always was a little wobbly on this end, but it's not that hard to repair it, people, with some miscellaneous pieces of freaking wood, okay? Right? Here, all you need is some 2x4s, which are being chucked out. Just run a fucking 2x4 from here to here, because these are still solid, and one on the bottom. And this thing will stay put. All you have to do is just take a, what is that called? A crowbar, right? You take a crowbar or something like that and just lift it up and pop it in, run your freaking board, and you're good to go. This one's fine. You know why this is fine? Because I had shit up against it. That's why. But now that it's been taken like that for hay and shit, right in here, but they took it away. Now, in terms of being wobbly, well, you could dig a hole. It wouldn't be that hard to freaking dig a little hole, right? You know, some of these things are meant to put down in the ground. Sorry, wandering eye. Wandering eye. Meant, when you're cementing a post, you have to throw in chunks of rocks and crap like that as you pour your cement to hold everything in place. That's all you need. On either side, it doesn't matter, is a fucking little, sorry for swearing, but it pisses me off so much. A little hole, well, not a little hole, but maybe, a 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep, right? And then you take a 2x4 or whatever, right? And you just put it down there, and you could screw it into this, and you're going to have it up to here. You could run the whole thing from the very top all the way down, and that thing won't move. Okay? Right? I'm just saying. But that's not the priority. Right? That is not the priority. And you watch, come spring, what's going to happen in here with the freaking morning glory. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is where I have to go slow, because it is what it is. All right? Now, I need these. Some of them, not all of them. That can go somewhere, because that's easy, nice to push around on the grass. Okay, so this is just basically junk, people, that, you know, I didn't have time. I just, right? And, you know, it's hard. Like, it's hard when you're blind to do this kind of crap. Like, fuck, you see this stick here? The only reason I know it's there is because I felt it. I don't want to poke my eyes out. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. Now, when it rains tomorrow, I'm going to work in here, but the problem with here is raccoons like to use it if they can. Oh, my Lord. I'm not even strong enough for that. They like to use it if they can as a latrine. Oh, I gotta be careful. Mickey, I seen you run by. Oh, my Lord. It's slippery. You get a lot of pine needles in here. And this was a hot spot for raccoons to use as a latrine. So the more you can make it uncomfortable for them, okay, the less they'll use it as a latrine. Now, some of this stuff is old. Like this, if you were planting, right, you know what I'm saying? And again, if you had spring cleanup, you could go through this shit every year and fucking deal with it. Now, you know, this is where I can't see, so there could be raccoon poo in here, right? There could be. You know, so it's not like I want to start stirring things up too much. But this is in here. These things, okay, the reason, if you want to know why I keep these things, okay, is if you're doing a garden, right, and you want to build in either a little cold room, not a cold room, but like a little, you know, just enough to protect the plants from cold weather or maybe really blaring sun. You know, you make, and then you run your whatever over it, and then you put it over the plants to protect them from the elements, whether it's the sun blaring on them or whether it's extreme cold weather and you're trying to protect them from frost. You know, I just never had to use them yet, right? Not to say that I wouldn't have, or I wouldn't, or maybe the next person that wants to plant something. All right, but you know, it's not fair that the city is asking to get rid of everything. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is where I figure if it rains tomorrow, like it's supposed to rain, right? Look at this. Here's a pumpkin. I don't want to throw that away, people. I know it's not very orange anymore, but it would be fun for the kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, see, this is where I have to be careful, right? And yeah, raccoons, you know, back in the day, they would use this area as a latrine, so I kind of made it uncomfortable for them, so they would go somewhere else, right? Now, because I'm now starting to work, it's, you know, I'm getting gung-ho here, and this is where it becomes dangerous for me because of my blind spots, as I just don't see things like I used to. Anyway, we need to keep these, and I have to figure out where to fucking hide them, and that's pathetic. So, you know, otherwise, right? Okay. So what I wanted to do, I'm not strong enough. And that's another thing. I've gotten really freaking weak. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not strong enough, so don't stress yourself out over it. Okay. Okay. That's not where I was going to start anyway. That's tomorrow in the rain. Right? Let the tree protect me. Now, in terms of planter pots, I've already been gathering them up. Right? As, you know, whatever. And, like, I could give them to somebody else, some of them, come this year. Or maybe put them online for $10. A whole bunch of them. This is when my son cut the tree up there and all the branches came down, right? And the boys were cutting it up for the rocket stove, okay? I don't know what's going on in here. See, I can't see, right? If you notice, it's just a lot of this crap. Whoa. And then I'd get dizzy, and that's what happens. I just fell forward. Okay, so now you see how nice that is? Alright, so I'm going to work in this area. I'm just going to bag up crap, and I'm going to get the wood. You see, this is why I wanted to clear out in there. So, like, this piece of wood is a good piece of wood, maybe? I don't know. I can't see anymore. I don't know, people. Hold on a minute.